guys. Welcome to Kidmissing TV. I am your host, Angelina Wilson, and this is the case of Rebel Ray Doe. He is called that because of the rebel flag that appears on his baseball cap. He had been dead between 1 month and 1 year at the time he was found in Georgetown, Williamson County, Texas. They believe he was a handyman. He was either Native American or Hispanic, may have even come from Mexico. Have you done some DNA to find out? He was very short for a man, 5'2" to 5'5". He had dark brown hair with some gray, yet they said he was 27 to 37. Maybe. I mean, my uncle went gray. Started going gray at 16, so. Excuse me. He was found in a gully 4 miles east of Georgetown, beside Highway 29, across from a rest stop and from a roadside park. A farmer called the police when his dog brought the skull home. Yeah, can you imagine that? I'm sorry, I have a bloody nose. Ugh. Welcome to the spring. Anyway, he was white with Hispanic admixture, or native admixture is what it looks like. No dental work. He had an abscess on a molar. DNA Doe Network handed his case to another genetic genealogy company because they couldn't get sufficient DNA for their purposes. They thought another company might be able to use what they did get. Yeah. When describing it, someone said it's the most gruesome game of catch you've ever heard of. It's like the beginning of a crime drama. Yeah, it sounds like the beginning of a Law and Order episode or something. This poor man, when his dog came home with that, must have been like, what? According to NamUs, they found his torso, 1 or more limbs, and 1 or both hands. They didn't find any other clothes with him. They don't know if he had been dismembered or his body came apart as all the connective tissues decomposed. Okay, and someone else said he was between 28 and 38. Not that it really matters. It's only a year different. He had broken his arm, not his arm, his nose, and had very muscular arms. And in case you're wondering, there was no police contact, but in case you're wondering how they would know such a thing, excuse me, because on the bones, which means they have his arms, they would see well-built muscle connections in the bones. It was holding a heavier muscle. I'm sorry, my brain just. Anyway, and they don't have an actual cause of death either in this case. So they think he's either Hispanic or Native. They think he could have come up from Mexico for work. They really don't know. I think they need to, well, hopefully the DNA will show exactly his origins. But I think that they need to make sure that his information is disseminated to tribes in the area, to Hispanic people in the area, Hispanic congregating areas, Hispanic. How do I put this? Hispanic neighborhoods, places where they live, places where they work, where they congregate. And same thing with Native Americans. That might be one of the easiest ways to get him identified, is to make sure it's in Spanish and English. And maybe even whatever language the local Native Americans speak. Although most Native Americans speak English, but they still have Indian languages. We've taken a lot of that away from them. But yeah, they call Rebel Ray an unfortunate nickname. But excuse me. There will be a poster because there is a drawing of him and a hat. Like I said, I don't think it's unfortunate. I think it's a Southern thing. I think it's cool. He was wearing a rebel flag on his hat. Which to me doesn't sit with him being Indian, but they really don't know. You could have had a mixture of all three. White, Native, and Mexican. Because remember, most Mexicans, unless their ancestry goes back to Spain, are guess what? Native Americans. So, um, anyway, thank you so much for being here. This is the new headphones. I love it because there's only wire on one side. I hope that the sound is really good. I already did a video on it for the other channel. I hope you'll watch that. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I will see you on down like this. I'm not getting it separated away.